Hey everyone, I have a small, very small haul to show you, as well as a couple things that I made, and also some news. I might not be, I'll be on YouTube watching your guys' videos, but I may not be making videos for a little while if something does happen. I'm kind of going through something right now that's been really stressful. I've been going through a little 2-day anxiety roller coaster. I've got horrible anxiety problems, and I've just now gotten over a stress headache that's lasted 2 days, and there's been constant nausea and several anxiety attacks, and it just hasn't been very fun, but I still wanted to make a video letting you guys know what's going on, that I'm not dead. But yeah, I guess I'll get started with my haul. So we went to the Dollar Tree because my mother is sick, and she besides me nagging at her to go to the hospital or go to the doctors, because I think she's either got bronchitis or pneumonia. She decided not to go, and granted, that isn't the smartest decision when you only have 1.5 lungs. But it sounds, she's hacking horribly, so it sounds like it's breaking up. You know, whatever's in her chest is breaking up, and she took a course of antibiotics, the type that you take 2 the first day, and then you take 1 for 4 days after that. And it seems to be working. She doesn't sound like she's dying anymore. She just sounds like she's a tobacco addict. So just hacking all the time. So hopefully she will be okay. If not, we will be going to the emergency room. Okay, so we went to the Dollar Tree to get some cold medicine because she's been stuffed up too. And I found this table scatter. We went to a different one, and this obviously doesn't have adhesive backs to it, but it's got little birthday, you know, just birthdays. The word birthday is what I'm trying to tell you. Balloons, it looks like there's streamers, party hats, some balls. I don't know what those are supposed to represent. So I got those, and then they also had these containers. Pretty nifty, huh? And I was going to use them for beads because I'm starting to buy a little bit of glass pearls to use for flowers. But these don't have the most secure lids in the world, and I didn't receive the nickname Butterfingers for nothing. If I'm not literally thinking about or concentrating on holding something in my hands, I'll forget it. I'll forget about it, and I'll just release it, and it'll drop. So, my mother swears she never dropped me on my head when I was a baby, but the proof is in the pudding, because I can't hold on to things if I'm not thinking about holding on to them. So yeah. But there's quite a few compartments, and you know, it wasn't a bad deal for $1 each, obviously, so I'll stick some doodads in there. And I think that was the last thing. I went to the Dollar Tree. So then I went to Joann's because I had a bunch of coupons. I was kind of upset because I had all these coupons, and my mother, that were expiring. Technically it was yesterday because it's 4:45 in the morning Sunday. She got a few packs of beads, but they were all on sale, so I couldn't use the coupons on those. So, I bought this, I went back and I got this glue pen just because I hated not using those 40% off coupons. Actually, I think, no, they were 50% off coupons. I didn't want to throw those away. I didn't really want to buy anything, but I didn't really want to throw those away. So I went back and got this glue pen. So this was like, probably like $4. And then I'm like, hey, I should buy some of these because I kept dropping my little knives on the floor and the blades are gone out of I don't know where the blades went. It could be in the carpet. I really don't know. So I decided to buy some more of those. And these were like $3 in the end. So those were with the coupons. Some Zacto blades for my little clay knife. Then I went to Michael's in search of diamond dust, and they did not have diamond dust, of course. So next weekend I have more coupons. So next weekend I'm gonna go to a Michael's further away and see if I can find the diamond dust. Sorry, that was Murphy sneezing. Because I didn't want to throw the expiring coupons away, I did spend them. I spent one coupon. I bought some more of these flowers. It's the last pack I had. My mother didn't feel like buying beads. She's going through a lot right now too. So her bead appetite isn't so strong right now. So watch me try and talk. They charged me 25 cents for these. I wanted to get some chipboard albums that were in the 25-cent bin, but, you know, they're not going to be 25 cents. My mother wanted to buy these, I don't even remember, I think they were like small little tags or small little squares. They were near the Tim Holtz stuff because she wanted to use them as a pattern and also use the majority of them for earring cards. And because she bought the little earring punch, like the hole punch to make earring cards with, a couple months ago. And it said that it was on sale for $1, originally $1.99. So she took them to the register and they tried to charge her $2 for them. So she just left them there. She's like, forget it, you're false advertising, and left them. I did buy this pack of cardstock. There's 40 sheets, 5 colors. Mother Earth. I just wanted some more colors for cards. And this was on sale from $3 to $2, so I got this for $2. And then because I didn't want to throw away the coupon that I intended to use for the diamond dust, I bought a bottle of glossy accents, so it came to like $3. So that was my epic haul. I really wasn't in a spending mood, to be honest. I'm just going a little bit insane. My emotions are, it's like a roller coaster right now for me. So basically what's happening is there is a $200 discrepancy at my mother's work, and it was a mistake made by my mother, and she paid the money back right away. And basically Friday morning when she got to work, they called her into the office, and they told her because she paid the $200 back right away, at her work. They decided to drop the charges and not have her arrested for fraud. And so right now she's suspended, and sorry, but it's waves of anxiety that are coming over me right now. So, sorry. She's suspended right now, and they told her Monday that they would call her and let her know whether she was fired or not. She's pretty much the income for the household. I have a job. It makes diddly squat. You know, I support myself as far as clothing and, you know, the basic things that every person needs. And I support my cat and all the other cats that live outside. But besides that, she's the major bacon winner here. She's the breadwinner. So I'm just having a hard time coming to reality that the fact that our lives could be dumped upside down over $200. Yeah, so that's what we're going through right now, is just waiting for them to decide whether she gets to be fired over $200. And, you know, of course she's sick right now. We still technically have our, because I'm on my mother's insurance plan, we still technically have our insurance, but the group health building, which is where we have to go to get medical help, is closed on weekends. And because she's getting fired on Monday, or not fired. We're hoping not fired, but compassion seems to be very little these days. If she gets fired, I'm extremely worried about her lungs, you know. I'm really wishing she would have gone and gotten that checkup. Because she almost died last time. She caught pneumonia, you know, she lost half her lung. So just lots of anxiety and emotions, and so I may not be making videos for a little while, but I'll still try and get on YouTube, not Craigslist. You know, hopefully she just gets slapped with a disciplinary majig, and she gets to go back to work. If not, then you know, I guess we'll figure out something. But sorry guys. Apparently I'm still not in my zen mode. My zen mode I'm trying to get into. But it's the most calm I've been these past 2.5 days, so I thought now would be a good time to make a video, but I've been obviously still a little bit not okay with everything. So yeah, just going through shock and anxiety. Anyways, I've been sleeping a lot, you know, because I'd have an anxiety attack and then pass out and then get up and work on crafts for an hour and then fall asleep. Wake up, have an anxiety attack. It's just been a bit of a cycle for me. But I did have a chance to get some things made. I had to take a little bit of a break on the configuration box, but it's nearing the end. I can feel it. But I did get some things made. When I was searching for the tattered florals rose that Terry supposedly made a tutorial of, she also had a couple other flower tutorials, which so I was busy making flowers. I made my one paper rose so far, and it looks okay. I'm not completely happy with it, but I guess it just takes practice. Oh my goodness, I have the heater on. You can probably hear it, and the fish tank trickling. But it's so cold in here. My fingers are really stiff. It's hard to move them. So she showed a tutorial on these fluffy daisy-like flowers, and I just happen to have some of these daisy-like die cuts sitting on my table. So die cuts. So I made a couple of those, and then I had a bunch more die cuts that I just decided to go ahead and make some flowers, even if they didn't look the best. So I guess I'll just start laying them out here. I'll probably be sending a lot of these out in packages because I don't need them all. These ones have bling in it. Okay, these are the last ones. So, I don't know, I like how they turned out. I'm glad I finally made flowers out of them, because they've been sitting on my desk forever. And then, I had this package of these silk die cuts, and they're obviously 4 petals, and I was looking at the directions. Here's one I pulled off. I don't even know where the directions are, but it was telling you how to make rosebuds out of these, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna try and figure out something with these, because there's a lot of them. I just could not get the rosebud shape from this. So, and then I made one other thing, because, you know, this isn't the first time that, you know, our family's seriously been in trouble. And, as hard as I try to control my anxiety, which it's gotten really bad over the past couple years, you know, I may be able to control it at first, but I told my mother it's going to come out sooner or later. You know, it's just the way it is with me. I can hold it back now, because technically I'm in a state of shock, but they're going to happen whether I want it to or not. And I really hate having attacks in front of her because I know it makes her feel horrible. Which she shouldn't feel horrible. You know, she didn't fail me in any way. I mean, just, if it wasn't for her, I'd be living in a box, you know. But, I wanted to make something for her that she would be forced to look at every time she walked out that door. I wanted her to know exactly how I felt about her so that she could take those words with her when she'd leave every day. So I started thinking about it, and I wanted her to know the definition that I have of her. So I just started writing the first words that came to my mind. So I wrote strong, courageous, loving, beautiful, honest, funny, hardworking, generous, a master of her craft, a good friend, a wonderful mother, and of course the ultimate soul slapper of 2012. And this is an inside joke between the two of us. And this is a wall hanging. I was gonna hang it by the front door. I just printed it out on the computer, and then distressed the edges with my metal cutting scissors because they seem to work better than my normal scissors at doing that. And then the only inks that I have are black, gold, and silver, so I would have loved to do the edges in pink, but I ended up just doing it in gold. And then I've got a flower that I made, or actually 2 flowers. This was, I had a couple daisy petals left over that weren't enough to do a full flower, so I just made a little daisy puff, which worked out perfectly, and I just shoved it back in there. And this is a flower that Bonnie gave me. One Secamundo. Of course, you don't want to write. On the bottom, I used another one of the flowers that I made. And then this was a rose that Leslie made. And then the square is one of those kitty canvases that I bought. It's just like really, really thick paper. And it kind of warped a little bit, but I think it turned out fine. And I painted it with vintage white folk art. As much as I said I hated that paint in the beginning, I seem to be using it a lot because it's almost gone now. This was some larger pink pearl string that I had and never used. And then I used 2 laces on here. This was obviously an eyelet lace. And then here's just a sheer lace. And when I was holding them up against each other, because I wanted 2 layers, this one looked like it came out further than the eyelet lace, you know, or it came out more than the eyelet lace, but when I got it on there, the eyelet lace pretty much covers it pretty good, but oh well. I just wanted it to have a layered look. So that is as far as my, my shabby chic craftiness can take me here. You guys know I'm not very good at it. So, anyways, yeah, that's what's been, what I've been working on, and and what's been going on with me. Just, yeah, more than anything, we're scared right now. I think that they've made up their minds on whether they're going to fire her or not fire her. It's just torture at this point, you know. They know what they're going to do. My mom really didn't do anything wrong, you know. It was something she paid back right away, but they were still going to charge her for fraud on it. I don't know. I know she's had her little crying bits too. She's a lot more, I should say, a lot more stable than I am about it though. She's always been the strong one of the family, so, I just wanted to make that for her. Because I know that a lot of the time she feels that she's failed me, which is so ridiculous. She can be pretty ridiculous sometimes. But, I don't know. It's just, been very sad. You know, everybody's gonna experience, you know, a hard time in their life, but there's some people who experience it many, many times in their lives, and it really couldn't have come at the worst possible moment with her being sick. You know, that's really what I'm worried about, is her being sick. And, not having health insurance. I mean, last time she went into the hospital, and I don't play my you promised me card very often, otherwise it would never work, but last time I made her go into the hospital, she finally agreed to, because I told her that she promised me she would go, and if she thought she was having another heart attack, you know, she wouldn't just sit through it like she did the last time. I don't know how she lived the first time. So she went into the hospital. She ended up having pneumonia. They said, okay, we're going to treat you for a couple days and you can go home. And she ended up having a heart attack the next day. Her pneumonia got worse. It spread to a more serious infection that I'm not going to mention because it seems to give people mass panic. Anyways, it developed into a more serious infection, which ended up costing her half a lung. And a month later, she was out of the hospital. And then for over a month, she had a PICC line in her chest and had IV antibiotics being pumped directly into her chest. So, lots of sleepless nights of me squeezing when the bags would malfunction. The IV antibiotics, they'd come in these little IV bags that would pump themselves, and a lot of times that they would either there was a problem with the bags or the new PICC lines that they'd put in her chest. But I'd have to sit there all night and squeeze the bag until I could get it to empty into her chest. So, you know, when she got out of the hospital, she was clear of the infection, but it kept coming back. And I'm just worried that I'm not too far off the course with with my suspicion of what's going on again. And, you know, I can't get her into the doctor's office because they're closed on weekends, and so if she starts getting bad again, then she's got to go to the hospital. Or we're going to have to get a social worker because we won't have insurance. So, I don't know.